It's a windy Wednesday out here. I'm gonna make my way out to the shop and see what I can get done. Getting all the parts and tools, taking out the van from last night's service call. Got this Whirlpool dryer up and running yesterday. Last thing to do is give it a clean up and install some legs on it. Still waiting to hear back from the customer on this Maytag. Started working on this Maytag washer last week. Ended up pulling the transmission out of it because the shaft broke internally. I didn't have a replacement for it, but I think I might have found one. It does have a longer shaft. It's made for a stand-up agitator, but I'm hoping we can make it work. We might also have to replace the drum. Bird's eye view of the inner drum. Making sure that center plastic is cleaned up. Same with the seal on the transmission. That way we don't have any leaks. Flip the machine upside down, set the transmission in place. I'm gonna install the 4 bolts and start putting the other pieces on. Pump is in place, same with the capacitor. Getting ready to hook up the motor. Put these bolts on. Then we gotta put on the plastics for the belt and the shifter. I'm just gonna take the plastics off the old transmission since they're still in good shape and just give them a good clean up. We pretty much got everything hooked up. Last thing to do is install the belt, and then we're gonna flip it upright and see what we have to do on the other side. Looking good so far, sealed up nice. Now we have to find the right drum for this transmission because the original one can't attach to it. My dad picked some items up. We got the truck unloaded just as the rain was starting to come down. Let's take a quick coffee break and we'll get back to it. Found a drum for this washer. Let's get it installed. My dad's out here pulling some of these motors apart, getting any of the good parts off. We're gonna get it tightened on there real good with the special tool, the mallet. Got the agitator installed. Let's get the top half put back in place. Got a drain tube and all the wires hooked up. Let's see if this thing works. Set the machine on a drain and spin. So far, so good. Once it finishes out this cycle, we'll test it with some clothes. Somebody dropped off this Kenmore washer for me to take a look at. As you can tell, it's in pretty rough shape, but we'll see what we can do. There's no display lights and it doesn't want to do anything. I think the computer board might have an issue. I had another head unit with the same computer, so I went ahead and swapped it out for them. Seems to be working now. It's spinning. This Maytag washer finished out its first test cycle. Works like a champ now. We're gonna call it in the shop for tonight. Let's get the dogs fed. We'll be back out here tomorrow.